God, will Pulse fill up? Yes. If it accrues so much value and gets so many users, yeah, the fees will go up and you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value in the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work, because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty, and let's go fill it up.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another awesome day. What a great day it is indeed. We've got lots of cool things happening. Mafia price pumped overnight, and of course Mafia registration may be open now. We're going to check it out during the live stream. The wiki is out, so the library for how to play the Mafia game is out. And this is a big deal. It's going to be fun times. So we're going to get into that. And yeah, I don't believe, as current understanding, is the game's not going to go live until there's 500 BNB in there, which is what is it, well over 300,000 US dollars. So there's going to be Mafia families fighting over that, and of course it's going to continue to be fed by the market and the game. So it's going to be fun to see that. Obviously, we're holding, we are co-hosting a Mafia family in the Discord, so we're going to talk more about that potentially. We've got Archie is our godfather. He's doing an amazing job out there organizing everything. Now, we've also got Dog on Bitcoin Breakout. We talked about that yesterday. It looked like it was get bullish, and it's broken out today. It's early days still for Dog. Early for Dog. We're going to check that out. And, of course, Pulsechain Markets. We're going to do a full roundup of Pulsechain Markets. So lots in store. We've got a few little other topics in today's live stream. I won't tell you what they are, but we're going to cover those as well. Yeah, might have 1 or 2 surprises in store today. Let's see who is in the house. Hello, how are you today? Lies Beneath us here. I was just going to say, how am I today? Well, we've got storms just rolling in. We have a little break and the sun comes out, and then a storm. And the storm just is so intense. It just goes intense. Thunder, lightning, hail, just had hail. And then, of course, it breaks out, and then another one comes coming in a wave. So, yeah, pretty crazy day out there. Hopefully it doesn't impact the internet or anything like that. We got Hex, PLS6 in the center for the win, 100%. That is the golden crypto. We're going to be following that, of course. Brendan in the house there, morning, Superman and family. Hey, Brendan, hope you're doing well. One of our TAs and also one of our members of our Mafia family. We got another Mafia family member there, Wookie in the house. Good to see you, Wookie. Welcome to the chat. And Craig Pitt, morning all. Hey, Craig, hope you're doing well. Also, Craig, another Mafia family member. Good to see you in the house. Man, we're just all gangsters in the house now. All gangsters here. All right, so let's get into it, folks. Without further ado, we've got a lot of good stuff to talk about today. It is good across the board virtually. So we're going to get to that. Let's go into the session here. We're going to start with the stock market, of course. So let's do that. Stock market reaching new all-time highs. We've got NASDAQ closes above 17,000 for the first time as NVIDIA shines. And, of course, NVIDIA, their chip maker, AI as well. So that's kind of the big mega themes there. We've got the S&P 500 is pretty flat today, up 1.3%, 1.3 points, sorry, to 5,306. We've got the Dow Jones is down 0.5%, 216 points to 38,852. But the NASDAQ is up 0.6%, up almost 100 points there. And that is at 17,019. Woo! Breaking new records. Let's look at the chart all time. So we look at the NASDAQ all time there. Look at that. Breaking new records. Look at that thing. I don't know if that's the NASDAQ chart, but there we are. This NASDAQ chart. Breaking new records. So pretty cool. Anyway, let's go back here. I think I lost my page. And let's go down. We're going to scroll down to some of the news. managed to keep my highlights here. Now, I don't normally talk too much about the stock market results, but the NVIDIA has a big crossover to crypto. So we're going to talk about that quickly. NVIDIA stock rose 7% with the tech giants market cap surpassing $2.5 trillion. Yeah, boy. So that is, we know that that's almost as much as the Bitcoin market cap. So that's pretty crazy. What's the Bitcoin market cap? 2.71 trillion for the Bitcoin market cap. And here is NVIDIA just by itself at 2.5 trillion. Crazy. Since the quarter results, solidifying its position as the third most valuable company in Wall Street. So where would that put the crypto market? The fourth most valuable company in the crypto, in the stock market? I don't know. It's pretty amazing. NVIDIA's latest following quarterly results and guidance last week that surprised on the upside and underscored the ongoing AI-led demand for chips. Now, obviously, this AI theme is flipping over into crypto, which is a very quick adopter of AI technology into crypto and, of course, multiple DeFi applications, GameFi, etc. We think the AI investment cycle remains early as long as AI chips demonstrate ROI with a new infrastructure built out similar to the scale of all data centers globally once uptake is ubiquitous. Now, obviously, with chips, we've got this two kind of main features happening here. The learning ability of the chip, of course, and the inference that it makes as well. So that inference is obviously key. And if you've got these chips at the moment are so clever with NVIDIA that they're doing both of them pretty much in circular motion. They're just continually going through that learning and inference. So this is where it gets pretty terrifying because they're basically going to be able to absorb at some stage all of the world's knowledge and make inferences from there. So you can see it's going to be some like super genius. And of course, they're going to apply this to so many different applications of questions that you have out there and try and get the answers with these powerful AIs. We're in a new age. It is pretty incredible. So demand for AI was given further credence over the weekend after Elon Musk XAI said it had raised $6 billion to fund AI development. So obviously Elon Musk doing more there. Apple stock gave up gains and etc. So we're going to jump through that. Let's get into the Treasury as well. Treasury yields were higher as expected. That there is still a ways to go until the Fed begins cutting rates. Were strengthened following data pointing to stronger consumer. So obviously, the US 65 to 70% of the US is consumption. They are the big consumer of the world. So obviously, a consumer confidence, if it's high, that means typically they're going to spend more. Spending more means more demand on products. If the products are relatively scarce, the price goes up. So that's kind of the classic there. If you're a monetarist, you look at that a little bit differently, but that is kind of the play. Pointing to strength in the consumer, which drives the bulk of US economic growth. Traders continue to price out expectations for a rate cut in September. The CME Fed Watch tool shows traders pricing in a 50% probability the central bank will keep rates steady, along with 43% chance of a 25 basis point cut. So now we're sort of pushing from September now into November. This is around the US election time, so we might get both of those hitting us at once. So that's kind of the play there for the Fed. So definitely rate cuts getting pushed towards the end of the year. Remember, we start off with 4 rate cuts expectations. Looks like we're down almost 1. So there we go. The data came ahead of the release of PCE price data on Friday. So this is very big deal, right? PCE data as opposed to the CPI, which is more of a retail. PCE data is more broad. And of course, this is really what the Federal Reserve follows is the PCE data. So this will be even more impactful than the CPI. Widely seen as the inflation release that the Federal Reserve can concentrate on. This will be a major indicator, I think, coming into the weekend. So we'll keep an eye on that. Could flow into crypto as well. We've seen that have an impact. Friday's PCE reading is expected to show some cooling in inflation, but inflation is also set to remain well above the Fed's 2% target. So if we get that result, I think that's a good result, and that's bullish for crypto over the weekend. So fingers crossed, folks. The economic calendar also features revised first data for the first quarter economic growth on Thursday, so we'll get that. And of course, the Fed's beige book on Wednesday. Well, investors will also get the chance to hear from several Fed speakers during the week, so we'll get some more clues about the Federal Reserve governor's views on where the interest rates are going. So that is a big update today. So pretty bullish on the AI front, and of course a little bit more tepid there, a bit of mix there on the Federal Reserve. All right, let's jump over to the crypto markets. We're going to get into that. We may have some more comments in the chat there, so let's see what else. Hit damn likes button, says Wookie. Absolutely smash the likes on the way in. Really do appreciate that, whatever channel you're watching on. Wookie will get the Falcon ready for a flyover. Then what's coordinated? I'm not sure what we're talking about, but bullish, Wookie, whatever that is. We got Bitcoin at the moment, 68,336, down 1.5% there, so just tapering off a little bit there. Bitcoin dominance at 51%. We've got Ethereum there at $3,843, down 1.1% there. It had got over 3,900 Ethereum. You can see most stuff is down except for a couple of the meme coins and a few others. WIF is up there at the moment. Looks like a bit of a standout, up 10%. We've got some of the meme coins. You can see SHIB up slightly and Floki there as well. Actually, that's up 4.6% and Floki's up 7.43% there. Some of the top meme coins. So pretty cool there. Bonk as well. So meme coins still standing out, funny enough, even though the market's kind of a little bit tapering. We're up 7% there at the moment on Bonk. So meme coins and stuff doing pretty well. All right, so that's kind of cool. Let's jump into a closer look. We got obviously CoinGecko here. We got the market cap at 2.71 trillion. And of course, that is down 1.1% there slightly. That would put us at number 3, wouldn't it? They were replacing the video there. I don't know what number 2 and number 1 is. I think number 1's Apple, right? No, number 1's Tesla, is it? Let me know in the chat there. Apple and Tesla are probably the 2 above there. That's my guess. All right, let's have a look here. We're going to go down into the top ones here. Everything's sort of tapering off. You can see here, even on the 7-day, everything is, Ethereum's up slightly on the 7-day, almost 1%. That's kind of it. Ton is up 1.8% on 7 days. That's kind of the play there. Anything standing out in particular? Uniswap up 16% on the week still. PP up 15%. So there's a few stands out there. Dog with hats. A lot of the meme coins still doing very well, up 36% for the week. What else is looking pretty cool? Floki up 27%. Bonk. So there we go. There's all your meme coins. Celestia there up 21%. Core up 15%. Ondo up 33% for the week. So you've got a few little standout performers there. Chillers there up 23%. Jasmine coin up 23%. These are the top 100, of course, we're going through. And finally, Book of Meme, another meme, up 17.2. In fact, that's meme number 8. Meme number 8. And why do I know that? Because Dog is now meme number 9, just sitting in behind Book of Meme. How about that? So it's climbing the ranks on the old meme coins there. All right, that is pretty much it. Let's jump over into the Bitcoin. Have a quick zoom in on that. Well, we can see the 50-day is moving up, that yellow line, as long as with the 250-day is now at 65,550. And the 200 days at 55,000. So pretty cool there. 65,550 on the 50-day, and we're currently at 68,251, looking very, very good. And we are moving away from the Bitcoin halving. We are now how many days? 38 into our 39th day. Just started away from the Bitcoin halving. So yeah, things are looking pretty good, bullish for Bitcoin. Let's jump over into some of the news. Now, we did get that bit of a tapering in the Bitcoin. Well, as we know, Mt. Gox wallets moved over 7 billion to an unmined wallet. So will we get some selling pressure from this? So that's the big question. Billions of Bitcoin reportedly belonging to collapsed crypto exchange Mt. Gox has moved to an unknown wallet. So that's the play there on this news. So yeah, Bitcoin dipped 2% on May 28th after wallets labeling as blogged to the collapsed crypto exchange Mt. Gox. Get this, moved 107,000 Bitcoin worth nearly 7.3 billion to an unknown wallet, with more transactions coming in and by the hour. The move is ahead of a defunct crypto exchange plan to return BTC holdings to creditors before October. Now, we know Richard Hart's talked about this many times, as well as other sources of Bitcoin that could potentially sell down the market and taper it off a bit. The blockchain tracking X account, Whale Alert, posted the moves in May. And of course, you can see all the transactions there, 32,000 Bitcoin, 16,000, 14,000, all going, being moved there. Blockchain Explorer Arkham Intelligence shows that the transaction hashes included transfers from multiple Mt. Gox wallets, moving almost 2,000 BTC at a time. All transactions pointed to a single unlabeled address that holds 107,000 Bitcoin. The Mt. Gox trustee firm Nagashima, I guess, Ono and Tunimasu, pretty cool. Love Joe. Did not immediately respond to an inquiry on where and why the Bitcoin was moved. So we could have things afoot there. Last month, K33 research analysts warned that the move of Mt. Gox at Bitcoin would spook the market and price pressure on the currency. Over 9.4 billion worth of Bitcoin is owed to some of the Mount Gunks, 127,000 credits. I know some of them, you might be one of those creditors out there. Let me know. No, you don't have to let me know because that's doxing yourself. Love it. So just keep it to yourself. But there were 127,000 creditors who have waited to get it back over 10 years. So pretty crazy after the exchange collapsed in 2014 after multiple unnoticed hacks there. So Mount Gox's final repayment deadline is October the 31st, which is funny enough. And that's around just after Richard Hart's court case versus the SEC. So that's kind of funny. It's trustee starting contacting creditors in January to confirm the identity and exchange account for a payment. So there we go. That's the play. So we got June, July, August, September, October. Only a couple of months there that we might see that stuff leak back in the wallet's hands, and we might see some sell pressure from that. All right, so that's on the positive side. I think the Ethereum ETFs could be bullish for Bitcoin as well. So and we've also got the Bitcoin ETFs there ramping up too. So it's going to be a bit of ebbs and flows there. That leads us into Bitcoin runes. Before we get into that, let's get back into the chat there and see who else has jumped in. Get into the chat there, make it lively. That's what we like, a lively thing. We've got an absolutely fantastic show today. We've got so much good stuff to talk about. So it's going to be fun. We've got Archie in the house there, the Godfather. The Godfather is here. The Godfather is here. Archie, good to see you. We've got Tim Top as well. What's up? Tim Top. That was a bit hard today. Don't know what's wrong with my voice, but hey, so away we go. Let's see who else has jumped in here. We got the Academiciated in the house there. Pulsechain instead of Hex is all we need. There we go. That's the golden cryptos. I agree with you on that one. Good evening, Hex Token family from Check My Pulse. Welcome to the chat there, and a Hex Token channel member. Proud. What's good, Superman? Oh, I think everything. We're having a great show. We've got so much good info to talk about. It is going to be an absolutely fun show. It's probably going to be longer than what we've had recently. Normally, I've been doing shows, between 30 minutes and 50 minutes lately. This could be about an hour, this show. So we'll see how we go. Maybe even a bit longer. Who knows? Just depends. Hello, Superman. What's the price of joining the Mafia family? Richie Robinson. Well, Archie's in the chat there. It is 100,000 Mafia. So you want to get it while you can because the price is still pretty friendly, relatively speaking, before its run starts to run away. That's probably the way I'd call it. It's 100,000 at the moment. That will probably be reviewable maybe in the future. We'll see, subject to the price of Mafia and things like that. So we're still sort of tossing that around. But Archie is the Godfather, and he's the ultimate decider. So kind of cool. But yeah, hit up Archie in Discord. So join our Discord. He's also got a channel that Archie runs in Telegram as well. But you can be in both of them. It's probably the best idea. We'll be pretty active in ours, of course, as well. We've got a private chat group for Mafia in the Hex Token Discord. And of course, that's $5 a month to join that. So it's pretty cheap, 16 cents a day. So kind of cool. All right, we've got Bob Wells in the house there. Hello, everybody. Just touching base. I hope you are all doing well and hanging in there. We're doing very well, Bob. Good to see you as well. I like the big red heart. Archie says the Mafia update is unbelievable. There we are. You heard it from the Godfather. Unbelievable. We're going to go through as much of it as we can. So we're going to hope that the family registration is actually up and running by the time we get to that topic that is coming up later on. You do want to not miss that one. We're going to be going through the Git book a bit. And we're not going to talk too much about strategy. You have to be in our Mafia family for that. And, of course, our Mafia family is going to be pretty epic. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Is Mafia on Pulsechain or ETH? No, Mafia is on BNB at the moment. But Wildcard, we don't know if there's going to be any particular links to Pulsechain. There could be. We'll let you know as we know. So that's still Wildcard. We know that, obviously, Jacob is a Pulsechain dev, and he loves Pulsechain. So there may be some tie-ins there. We know that TRH is coming out in a couple of weeks with a rebrand. We don't know exactly what that's going to mean. We don't know those associations between Pulsechain. So a bit of a wild card there on that one. But at the moment, BNB, which is fine. It's always good to have a bit of diversification in your portfolio as well. Brandon says, hey, Bob. Nice one. All right. Bob is truly loved. Truly loved is Bob. Good. Welcome, Bob Wells. Welcome to the Mafia chat. All right, let's get into it, folks. We're going to get into runes. Now, you guys know Bitcoin is obviously the most valuable chain, and Bitcoin runes protocol is the next level protocol after we had BRC20s and ORC20s. This is kind of the next evolution in terms of efficiency and performance. Is the old runes protocol. It launched at the Bitcoin halving, so it's only been around just over a month. And of course, it now enables for the first time in the first bull market cycle to have meme coins on Bitcoin. So it's a big deal. I think we can all appreciate that after Ethereum. There are differences, nuanced differences. Obviously, Ethereum and EVM chains have very well-developed DeFi AMM pools and things like that. So this is sort of a really new frontier. We have a lot of DEXs launching on the Bitcoin. We got Magic Eden, we got Unisat, and a few others. We also have centralized exchanges where a lot of activity typically happens for Bitcoin. So we have a lot of that. So we have those two sort of market segmentations. For the DEXs, you need particular Bitcoin wallets. So you need like an Xverse wallet or a Unisat wallet or a Magic Eden wallet. There are, probably a good half a dozen or so wallets that you can use. And the reason we say that is you have to be able to connect to these decentralized websites like Magic Eden to trade, right? So that's kind of just a general overview of what's going on here. Now, on that case is basically Runes Protocol allows you to launch kind of NFTs or ordinals there, and also tokens, a bit like ERC20s or PRC20s. And of course, in this case, they're runes, right? They're runes. There's a few little bit of language differences, like if you're going to create a new rune, it's kind of like etching a new rune, things like that. But basically, it's just making a new you can just inverted comments, new token contract, that sort of thing in simple terms. It's not quite the same, but because you don't have all the code, but that's kind of the idea. Now, anyway, we've got the link here. So if you go to Magic Eden, which I'll post the link in the chat there if you want to check it out, you don't really want to miss out on this part of the market boom. It's good to have diversification in your portfolio, remember. Now, we're obviously a Pulsechain channel, but we do appreciate that there's massive opportunities on multiple chains. So just take that into account. All right, so here we go. We got, at the moment, we got the collections. You can sort of see the top 10 at the moment for the kind of NFT space. We've got Node Monks, Bitcoin Puppets, Quantum Cats, Runestone. Now, Runestone's very important because it relates to the dog token that we're going to talk about. That's how if you had Runestone, you would have got the airdrop, the dog token to you, which is kind of cool. Fair launch, right? Kind of fair drop. It's pretty cool. We've got ordinal maxis at number 5, Bitcoin Frogs at number 6, Blob at 7, Rune Pups at 8, Netcats there at 9, and Ryzik at 10. We've had a few. Now, this list does change fairly often, I've noticed. So depending on the 24-hour volume, that's how this is measured. Yeah, it definitely goes there. Now, some of you will be familiar with this bitmaps. I do think bitmaps is going to be pretty big, that whole space. So that's at number 13 at the moment. So we're going to be watching those trends over time as well. Now, those are the sort of the NFTs on Bitcoin runes. We're going to look at, actually, they're on the old BRC20 protocol, actually. But runes is the brand new protocol. We'll get to get that right. And so here we got the top 10 for that. So these are kind of like the meme tokens, the project tokens. And of course, we've got at the moment, we've got Fear at the top there, rune number 1. That's when it was first created. So it was number 1. And of course, pretty expensive at the time when the Bitcoin halving was on, because Bitcoin was so expensive on the transaction cost, and runes was causing a lot of that cost. So there we go. As people were minting or etching out these new tokens, Dog Go to the Moon is etch number 3, so that's pretty cool. And of course, it starts at etch number 0, so just don't get too confused there. Etch number 0 was created by the founder, and that token's a bit further down. But Dog Go to the Moon is the one that we're backing for the win. And I talked about this being bullish yesterday. And you can see that it's gone up dramatically since yesterday. We're now at 7.69 sats. We are well over 5.5 cents now on the runes. It is going up and away. And we've crossed the $500 million mark. 526 million currently on the old Magic Eden. Now on the DEXs, it's a bit different. You have to buy it in batches. So you can see these are batches here. You have to buy quantity in batches. So you got different prices for them. For example, if you're going to buy this 148,000 dog, that's currently $781 at 7.69 sats, which is just under 5.5 cents. So you click on that and you connect your wallet. It might be a Magic Eden wallet, might be a Unisat wallet, might be a Xverse wallet. There are several others as well. And then you can connect that and you can buy it. Basically, you put Bitcoin in there and you can buy it. You can see all the fees break down here. The cost of the dog, the network fee that you have to pay at the moment on Bitcoin, it's actually fortunately quite cheap. It's only around about 8, 9, 10, 12 sats. So it's only $2.40 for this transaction, which is quite fortunate. And you can buy that dog and it will go to your wallet, which is kind of cool. So that's kind of the play there at the moment. It's still very early days. So we're going to check that out, but it's still very early days. Dog is now ranked at number 9 on the meme coins on a coin market cap. just below the, I think it was that Pepe meme coin. And of course, it could, if it's going to take out Dogecoin, that's another 48x from here. Let me repeat, 48x from here to take out Dogecoin, which is at 24 billion market cap. So just take that into account. I think the Dodge is number 8 now on the top list overall. So that is pretty bullish. So we're pretty bullish about it. And of course, it's got all the right components for it. But once again, do your due diligence, check it out. Now, that is pretty much Dog. We're going to check on Gate.io. This is Gate.io, which is, I guess, the first top 10, depending on the way you order it. If you do normalized volume, it's at number 12. If you do unnormalized volume, then it's at number 4. So it just depends which way you want to look at that. Normalized volume, number 12. So arguably, maybe not a top 10 by normalized volume, but it is by unnormalized. And, of course, we're waiting for a top 10 exchange now. We've got lots of Blues Clues from different exchanges like Binance talking about runes. And, of course, Binance list, then it could be massive. We saw Audi listed on BRC20, and, man, that went through the roof. It went from like $3 to $5 all the way up to like $80 or something like that. So this could have pretty powerful impacts on Dog as well. So keep a lookout for that. Now, Audi was one of the first BRC20s. That was last year when BRC20 launched in about February. It took a few months. Maybe the Binance was accumulating it. And, of course, then it went and got listed. So it's pretty exciting, And so Dog is in the perfect position. And you can already see it starting to move to the upside at 5.5 cents. So it's still early days, but, man, it could go pretty big. Now, 48x from here would be about, I don't know, about 24 cents or so. Would be that kind of the end target just to get to Dogecoin. And, of course, it needs the big centralized exchanges to list it, but they're looking very promising from that point of view. And there are other exchanges also teasing about listing as well. So fingers crossed, that is the way. And, of course, Leonidas is leading it there. Huge influencer and founder in the Ordinal and, of course, BRC20 ecosystem. And, of course, a big player in the runes as well. So pretty exciting on that stuff. Now, there are other meme coins. There are other tokens and project teams. Of course, we're not going to go through all those, but you can see the top 10 at the moment. Ryzik, number 3. Pups at number 4 there. Lots of big ones. Decentralized is the big Ethereum team. So big teams come over from Ethereum, and they're launching on runes because they see the opportunity. So you got Decentralized at number 7 there, and it is actually etched number 2. It's actually earlier than Dog. But, of course, it's all competing. So you can see the relative market caps on the right-hand side and so on. So you can check all of that on runes yourself and, investigate each team accordingly. But Dog is the one we're backing for the win. For the big player. We always, bull markets, you get like half a dozen of super coins and like, Pepe, Shib and others in the past, WIF, for example. And, of course, we're looking at Dog go to the moon there to be the most. Potentially, the narrative is this, that the most valuable chain, Bitcoin, should have the most valuable meme coin. And we're backing Dog for that win there. And so far, early signs are very, very good. So that's kind of the overall there. If you want to find out more details, get into our strategy club. The link's in the video description, $35 a month. We're covering multiple chains in the strategy club, private club for strategy members there. So get in on that. All right, so that is pretty much runes. It's going to get us to Ethereum. Ethereum at the moment, $3,840, looking pretty solid here. I'm not going to say too much about this, but yeah, looking positive. We're waiting for the actual ETFs to kick in, but approval has been made. So I think there's some forms they have to fill in, but apart from that, still looking pretty bullish there on Ethereum. And we're currently at $3,840, not bad. Looks like 2 days ago we got up to 3,973, almost back to 4,000. Looking pretty positive there. Now, Richard Hart was also talking about this. He says, did you know that Mt. Gox doesn't have any Ethereum to dump and that an ETF for Ethereum was just approved? And he goes, I wonder how many Bitcoin holders are considering rotating into Ethereum. Ethereum also lower inflation and more features than BTC. And, of course, we know the Magic Carpet Sacrifice wallets have gone into ETH. So a pretty bullish statement there from Richard, in my view. So looking pretty good. Even Crypto Coffee and ETH is newer and less liquid than BTC. That is true as well. So Ethereum could see some big repricing there. Are we going to get to that 10, 20,000 Ethereum? Maybe even 30,000? We shall see. But everything's looking pretty positive for the old Ethereum. Now, that leads us into Mafia. So we're going to talk about that. That's kind of our leading project for today. Before we do that, though, let's catch up on a few more other people. I might leave a timestamp on today's video, and people can just jump to the appropriate section afterwards. All right, let's see who else we got down here. Let's go back up. I love this statement from our godfather, Archie. The Mafia update is unbelievable. Yo. All right, let's jump into some of this other stuff. Big Kahuna says 33,375 in BNB and Mafia Vault. Absolutely. So nice one there, Big K. Yeah, huge amount in there already. And of course, we're not looking towards 500 in there. So it could be over 300,000 by the time we launch. We shall see. Good opportunity in Mafia. Mafia is fire, says Craig Anthony. Absolutely. Mafia is on Binance. It is indeed. Welcome to the chat there, Craig. And of course, what's it? Brennan says, got me a Satoshi bitmap inscriptions. Yeah, I do think bitmaps are going to have their time in the sun. So keep a lookout on that theme as well. It's a little bit different from meme tokens. Of course, it's mapping out Satoshis in terms of land area for metaverses. And there's lots of applications to visualize and monetize that. So pretty excited about where Bitcoin maps will go, or bitmaps will go in the future. We've got Agent Hex in the house there. Yo, Superman. Hey, Agent, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the chat. We've got Arthur in the house there. Warn people about Maddie Allen's Twitter promoting a coin that could be hacked. You didn't mention. Oh yeah, well I don't get too much into other influencer stuff there, Arth. I mean they're free to do what they're going to do. People have to do their own due diligence on that sort of stuff. But I do appreciate your challenge there. Now obviously Maddie is a huge influencer and has done a lot of great stuff in our community. So I'll probably leave it there and people can decide for themselves. It's probably the best way of doing that. Agent Hex says, hit the like button, people. Smash the like for sure. If you're on, we're streaming the 3 channels. So we're on Hex Token channel, we're on Superman Crypto, and we're on Pulsechain X. It's over 10,500 subscribers. So if you are new to the channel, do subscribe. Smash the subscribe button right now and hit the like button. It does help with the algorithms, and hit the bell for future videos. Obviously, we're going to be a big supporter of the Mafia project. We really are excited about it. And we're co-hosting our own Mafia family to compete with other Mafia families out there as well. So for the big prize, the big vaults. Hashtag BNB Mafia, says Craig. Absolutely. It's an offer we can't refuse, says Agent Hex. Yeah, maybe. Archie says, to get health in the hospital, you have to have a matching blood type, lol, says Archie. Is that right? Okay, we'll see what that is. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. 11 peeps, hit the like. Definitely smash the like button. Hit the subscribe. 12 now, says Agent Hex. Well done. I appreciate the support, everybody. Yeah, just read that. That's incredible, says Craig. Okay, we're talking about the stuff here. We're going to get on. I liked it now. Good stream. Hey, thanks, Arth. Appreciate it. All right, let's get back into it. We're going to get into the main topic today, and I will leave a timestamp after the video once it sort of loads up enough. Let's get into it. And, of course, the Mafia there. Woohoo! Look at the price. Let's go full screen here. We're up 15% on the 24-hour on Mafia. This is on BNB chain. And, of course, this is a project from Jacob. And, of course, Jacob is probably our #1 DeFi innovative dev, GameFi dev on Pulsechain. And, of course, he is the master of peer-to-peer DeFi, which is about as pure as you can get. It's normally pretty complicated stuff, and we do appreciate everything Jacob does. Now, he's got a couple of projects on BNB as well. Obviously, BNB pot there, but now Mafia. And Mafia has been something it looks like he's been working on for some time. And it looks like it's coming together now. So we're very excited about where it's going to head. Now, at the moment, we've got the price there at just under 700th of a penny. So it's just above the mean sacrifice price. I have the sacrifice price based on my calculations was at 15.92, I think it was. So that would be about here. Let me make sure I got a straight line. So that is about where I had the sacrifice price. So we're just above it now, just above the sacrifice price by my accounts. That includes all bonuses and stuff like that. I think we had about 1.3 million on sacrifice. And so, yeah, it depends on whether you're going to divide by 800 million tokens, which is the public sacrifice amount, or the total supply, which is 1 billion, was it? Yeah, something like 1 billion. I think I've got to get the numbers right there. Let me just double check because I don't want to get that wrong. What do we got there? Let's go have a look at the supply. We've got 40 million tokens in the LP pool at the moment. Yeah, 1 billion tokens in Mafia. There's currently 816 holders of Mafia at the moment. You're early. You're early if you're thinking about this project. Pretty cool. All right. So that is the Mafia contract and looking pretty good. So here on BNB. Now, obviously, PancakeSwap is the main trading place there. So if you want to purchase some of this, you can hit the PancakeSwap there. I will post a link to the Mafia token if you want to purchase it today. Once again, do your own due diligence, all that good stuff, not financial advice, but we are covering it. So there we go. That is the Mafia token. If you want to pick them up, you're still early. Like I say, it's just gone above sacrifice price. So there we go. Let's see here. Craig Anthony says, Superman, what's your X handle? It is a good question, actually. Let me pull it up. Actually, we got on another. Let me pull it up on another one here. Let me pull up Superman Crypto handle and you can post on that. Now, if you want to follow me on X, you can follow the Superman Crypto on X here. So Superman Crypto, and I'm posting every day about Mafia on there, as well as obviously other stuff in crypto. So you can definitely check it out there. That is the link. Kind of cool. All right, let's get into it. So that is the price. Let's get into the Mafia site. Actually, we haven't got BNB and Mafia up on here. Let me just pull it up. And bam, let's pull it up. I thought I had it up, but I must have it on something else. So this is the BNB Mafia website. I'm going to post the link in here as well. This is where you create a profile. You will need a profile to play. It will cost you 200 Mafia at the moment to do that. So that is the link to the game website, BNB Mafia on BNB. And it's got all the details, of course. It's got the contract. Contract ends in 4111. And it's got a 4.7% buy tax and a 16.6% sell tax. Now, all that sell tax goes into the vault. So the vault is what's going to be fought after by all the Mafia teams, right? So you can see the price chat there. And, of course, all you have to do is connect your wallet up. Just have your wallet on the BNB chain or BSC chain. And you can then connect up. And, of course, you can buy some Mafia. You'll need at least 2,000 to do that. And, of course, you can join a Mafia family. It's going to be pretty important to join a Mafia family. Now, I don't know how many Mafia families are out there. We've got the registration's just opening up soon, if it hasn't already. So we're going to talk about that. And, of course, you connect your wallet. And you can make your own profile. You choose a name, and you'll get up to one of 1,200 avatars will be randomly assigned to you, and that's pretty cool. And that will deduct the 2,000 there. You can see some of the latest players that have been up there. We've got Scargiver there, Fireaway, Tommy Shelby. So you can see all the different avatars that they've got assigned to them at the moment. You can see there's many others as well. So yeah, you'll get an avatar and you assign your own name. Now, the vault at the moment is at 55.53 BNB. There's currently $33,409. We have it on the understanding that this game's not going to launch until this reaches 500 BNB, so we'll keep a check out for that. But that would mean that the vault is going to be over 300,000 US dollars. And, of course, 10% of that will go each week to the Mafia families. And, of course, there's going to be a big fight over that. So that's going to be part of the big fun of the game. There's going to be lots of features to the game, many other ways to earn money as I understand it. Yeah, and of course we're looking at the family registration opening today, as well as the staking as well. We're expecting staking to do that as well. Now, if you want to stake, apparently you have to be in a Mafia family. You can play by yourself, but if you want to stake, you apparently need to be in a Mafia family. And it just so happens that we are co-hosting a Mafia family in our Discord. And Archie is our godfather in that there. So he's the one that controls it ultimately. We do have a bit of I guess the commission, but that's kind of cool. All right. So that is it. Let's go into the chat there. I just want to see if we've got any more comments. Did I say, yeah, 2,000, not 200? Yeah, I think I said 2,000. Didn't I say 2,000? It's 2,000 Mafia. Yeah, that's not a lot. It's not a lot. I mean, how much is 2,000 Mafia right now? Let's have a look now. To join our Mafia family, it's 100,000 Mafia to join at the moment. So yeah, 2,000 Mafia is $3.38. So it's not a lot of money to get your own profile and be able to play the game. And you can play by yourself, or you can join a Mafia family. It depends on what you want to do. So that is kind of the play. You can, yeah. So to set up a Mafia family costs $1 million Mafia. That's why we've got a fee to join our Mafia family of 100,000. Plus all the benefits of staking. So anything that we get over $1 million or 750,000, I think it is now, we're going to be able to put it in staking and other things like that. So we're going to be able to leverage it to get stronger in the game. That's pretty much it. Agent Hex says, I'm Bugsy. Bugsy. We got, I got airdrop from Mafia, so pump my bag over there on BNB, and one day I'll go get it, says Bob Well. I got airdrop some. Oh, nice one there, Bob. I guess you were in the Sacrifice project. Anyway, let's jump over to the family details. So this is the Wikipedia. It is live at the moment. Now, obviously, you can get access to this in our Discord. We've obviously, if you're in our Mafia family, you'd already be able to see this. And we've also got it in the Pulsechain project chat as well, so you can get access to that. We've got a huge flow of intel, and it gives you the edge when you got all that intel, because we've got some of the best people like Archie in the house. All right, so that is kind of it at the moment. So yeah, we've got a few other things here. We've got the token airdrop. So like I say, there was 800 million Mafia tokens distributed to the Sacrifice set, 100,000 Mafia distributed to the LP wallet, and 100,000 Mafia distributed to the team wallet. Now, some of that's moved around a little bit. Obviously, the Jacob there's doing certain things, but that is kind of the play. There's the official contract for ends in 4111, and of course on the BNB chain. So that's kind of the play. That stage is complete. So there we go. 1 billion Mafia tokens. So there we go. Now, profile creation, of course, we talked about that. You can do that. You can select your name, select the gender, and select the country. And more than 1,200 unique characters will be either randomly associated to you. Pretty cool. Cost 2,000 Mafia. Stage is complete. So that's that one there. The family creation, this is brand new. This is what we're looking for. We're waiting for that to launch. I don't know if it's come out quite yet. Let me just double check my sources here on the old Mafia. No, I can't see that out on that one there. Let's jump over to here. Good work. No. So yeah, we're waiting for that. It may launch during this time. We're expecting it to launch, so we'll see where it goes. We'll keep refreshing that page. So this is creating a family. This is some of the gift book, so it gives you an idea of what's going on there. So you can see some of the cool artwork on there as well. Yeah, it does look like Mafia head office, doesn't it? Look at the Don sitting on there. I can imagine Archie sitting back there having a latte and something a bit whiskey, like whiskey maybe, I don't know. And then some of the bosses, some of the management there sitting around there, and then all the goons and other people coming up. That'd be pretty fun. All right, so find the family leaderboard here. Create your own family here. All families above 2,000 worth qualify for the vault payouts. So there we go. I don't know what that means by 2,000 worth, so we'll see. But yeah, that's coming out. Family staking. Let's have a look at find out more with family staking. Let's go check that. And bam, look at that. Heaps of stuff in here to help the family bank earn currency. Let me just zoom in on this a bit. It's probably a little bit small. So yeah, to help the family bank currency, members can decide to make a portion of their Mafia tokens towards the family bank. You can only stake towards the family which you are currently a member of. Obviously, we have our own family. And Archie, are you in the chat there? Let us know if we're allowed to say the name of our family, Mafia family yet. Let me know. Let me jump over here. Agent Hex says there's going to be a small delay in the families being enabled on the website, 60 minutes. So we may or may not get to that. Depends how our timing is. So we'll try. Hopefully it will launch while we're playing. Or sorry, watch while we're live streaming. Bakuna says the familiar takes its coffee black and without sugar. Nice one there. That's true. Oh, damn it. I might have to resign or something. I don't know. Archie with the cigar and whiskey on the rocks. Yeah, that sounds about right. What else we got there? Archie says, sure, we can share our name. Okay, the name of the family that we've got that we're co-hosting in the Discord and on Telegram is the Syndicate. So that is our Mafia family name. So if you see that, that's who we are. And it looks like straight out of the gate, we're going to be pretty powerful straight out of the gate. We shall see, though. We don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. Kind of cool. Now, you need to join the Discord. The Discord link's in the video description if you want to join up. It's $5 a month just for the Pulsechain and Hex Discord. It's pretty cheap, 16 cents a day, and you get lots of value, both information and the best community in the house. And, of course, then you can talk to Archie about joining up to the Mafia family. It will cost you, like I say, 2,000 to get a profile. That's pretty easy. But it will cost you 100,000 to join the Mafia family. And of course, you get to share in the benefits, right? The benefits of the Mafia family. And of course, we're looking to do well, if not dominate the game. We shall see. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, that is pretty much it on that one. So what are we going to do here? So create a generate. Stake generates an instant one-to-one currency mint in the family bank. So obviously, the more powerful our family is, the more family bank currency we're going to instantly mint. So it's pretty bullish. All stakes are compounded 0.5% daily until the game launch. So we're waiting for the game to get to 500 BNB. If that's the case, we're currently at 55 BNB. So we've still got a while to go. And of course, we'll be able to stake and earn those nice yields. So I love this ramp up that Jacob's doing. It's kind of surprising, but we actually see this kind of psychology do quite well. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll be able to earn lots of in-game currency. Staking example, create 1,000 Mafia stake. Now, remember, a lot of marketing is going to come up from the team, particularly around BNB influencers. So keep a lookout for that. And I do think that they're not just myself, but I'm pretty sure there's one or two other influencers in the Pulsechain community that are also involved in this project. We shall see. I'm waiting for them to play their hand, but so let's see what happens there. Question mark around that. Just my speculation, but definitely B&B looks like they're going to be going into B&B influences. So that's something we're going to look out for too in the future. So we could have quite a few Mafia families around. So it's going to be interesting. Now to create an example, you need 1 million Mafia. It says here. So is that 1 million, Archie? Just let me confirm in the chat there because we were talking about it going to 750. So let me know in there. Family Bank receives 1 million currency instantly. So that's going to be straight in our family, folks. The syndicate is going to get that. We've already got that. We've already got that fund. So we're already in there on that one. So we're winning straight off the gate. Isn't that pretty cool? After 30 days, it's going to go up quite a lot there. You can see how it just goes up very, very bigly there as well. So that's kind of cool. It's got it in dollars. I don't know if they meant dollars, but anyway, it's got that. I think it's supposed to be just numbers, but yeah, pretty cool result there. So yeah, it goes up to 1.1 million, etc. So I don't think the dollars is quite correct. That might just be a typo there. Why would you stake to increase the worth valuation of your family? Yes, that's what we want. So that there is this kind of this family good. You know, a family, the bigger, more powerful it gets, the better it is for you as an individual. And of course, you've got to get that balance between family and individual right too. So if you want to join up, so kind of cool. To increase your family's available currency upon game launch. And of course, families members would normally be required to stake if they want to join the protection, enjoy the protection, I should say. So yeah, you're going to get some protection there. If someone comes after you, well, you're going to have a whole Mafia family to go after them, right? So that's kind of the play there. Note, all staked Mafia will be returned upon official game launch. So if you're worried about getting it back, there we go. When the game launch, you will be able to get it back, and you can, I guess, decide to stake or not after that. So that's kind of the play there on that one. So pretty cool. What do we got here? Communication tab. Let's see here. Communication tab. Well, we've got to go to DAP. Go to DAP there. We're going to hit that in a minute. Communication. Direct mail communication between users. Adding other users as acquaintances. Adding in-game chat section. Adding family page wall text. Adding profile page wall text. Adding profile page custom. So it's going to be a lot around the communication inside the game. Remember, this is DeFi, right? It's peer-to-peer. So we're going to have a lot of this cool communications. Looks like there's lots of other stuff here, pre-ranking. I don't know if there's anything on this yet. So stage pending. Marketing is going to come up. That's going to be pretty cool. Business objects. And this, as a Mafia family, we are going to be after business objects as well. It's not just about the vault, which is obviously the main goal there, but getting business objects that earn money in the game is going to be very important as well. So we're going to be after those big time. Vault requirements. Well, the vault requires 500 BNB before the stage can be completed. So that is the target. It does look like the official link there at the moment. So that is what we're looking for there. And then, of course, the official launch. So lots of things coming, folks, on this one. Now, we do have a few little information that we are looking for. We've got this Mafia token. Obviously, that is already launched. And the buy tax there, 4%. The slippage is 5% you want to have. The sell tax is 16%. Slippage is 20% you want to have for that. So that's kind of cool. 100% of the accumulated BNB goes to the vault. So we've talked about that. The vault is looking very tasty. Are we allowed to say tasty? I don't know. We're looking very tasty. So yeah, we're waiting for that. Vault is looking good at the moment. All right, so let's go in through that. What else we got to say about this? We're going to go to bullets. Now, we haven't talked about bullets. Information not available yet, so we're not going to be talking about it today. But bullets is going to be a big deal in the game, and they're not going to be cheap. So if you're going to try and kill people in the game, maybe you're doing a hit job, well, you know, bullets may not be the cheapest. So just take that into account. It will mean that not everyone's going around shooting everybody at one particular time. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a lot of factors in there. So yeah. Health, let's look at that. Health information coming in. So there are information available, but maybe Archie's got a few things for that. Once again, you need to join our family, Mafia family, for quite a few insights. Obviously, we're not going to talk about our strategies and too much interpretation and things like that. So there we go. Mafia family, it's got lots of all these features. Look at it all. Woo! Look at all the stuff in here. Man, this game is going to be epic. Look at this menu. Man, oh man, that is looking good. Now, I have not seen this. I'm looking at it live with you guys. So that's why I like to do. You guys know I like to do it. So we've got Mafia ranks, currency, wealth, crime, smuggling, garage, a bank, travel, locations, jail, killing, hit list, street market, helpers, cooldowns, safe houses, detectives, testimonials. Man, oh man, this game is going to be legit big. So pretty exciting there. We also got the families. Let's go to the families first. So obviously you can do all this stuff. You can create the family. So we've got all these details. This is massive. So I'm just going to highlight. You guys can go into it in depth because there's obviously a ton of content here. But man, look at this, how to create a family. Yeah, pay the Mafia here. It says 500,000 Mafia on this particular page. So I'm not sure about that. But there we go. That's what it says. Joining a family. You can join a family, of course. So you'll be able to accept to join a family. Pretty cool. Family hierarchy. Now we're looking forward to this, right? Oh, I didn't realize this, but it's already got percentages allocated. So if you think about if you're going to run a family, you're going to have all this admin, right? You've got all these people. They're all saying, hey, when am I getting paid? You know, that's how things go. How do I get this? Well, it looks like it's all automatic. So that's really cool. And I think it's the best way to run it because you don't want to be doing you don't want to be out there strategizing. You don't want to be thinking about the operations, right? Too much. So it looks like the Don payout 55%, manage all top positions. It's got the second top spot in the administration of the family. Got concierge, payout 25%. Kappa Decino, payout 20% there. And it's got all the different functions that you manage as well. So the Kappa Decina is the third most powerful, and it manages quite a lot of things. It manages bank, capos, etc. It's got lots of cool things in there. Capos, that's in like the, I guess like the captain's level in the army. Capos there receive daily bonus from all members in Capo. Kick invite members can own business objects. Promotion money, which is going to be very popular. That promotion money, you watch it. Capo regime members, kind of cool. Promotion money can own business objects, and then regular members, right? And of course, there's going to be tons of regular members. I think we've already got tons of those. So pretty cool. So nice stuff there. It's going to be family page. So it's going to have a list of all these things, full members list, family logo, lots of things in here. Look at it all. Business objects, promotion money, leave money here. It's got as well banking accounts. So there's so much stuff in here. Man, oh man, this is epic. So you can see this is going to be a big game. Family leaderboard. It's going to have that. So it's going to have each family listed. So our family, will be listed on there. And yeah, so it's going to have their worth and points and the amount of members they have. The Don, obviously the Don and our family is Archie, the syndicate, and of course the city that they're in. So kind of cool there as well. Worth family there. The worth family, worth value of a family is calculated from factors such as the members' counts, top 3 positions worth, family bank amount, etc. So pretty cool. Family staking. Now this is going to be very popular. Obviously, we talked about that earlier. So one Mafia is going to get you $1 family bank, so the in-game currency. All stakes are compound 0.5%. So we talked about that. That's bullish. Excited about that. Family features. So all the family features here. Look at this: leave fee, successor, bank account, capital regimes. There's so much stuff in here. Wow. So pretty cool. Promotion money in here. Very cool. So yeah, look at this: a thief 5,000 promotion money, all the way down to Capo Bastoni, 5 million there in in-game currency with the dollars. So I guess that's reflecting the in-game dollars from that. So kind of cool. Family objects. Now we're going to be after these, and now we're going to be after these. Obviously, every family is going to be after these. The more of these family assets that you can earn revenue, the better. We've got business objects. We're going to have the hospital, bullet factories, 1 per city. We've got casino there, 3 per city. So the city listing actually has a meaning. I was wondering whether it was going to have a meaning, and it does have a meaning, a city selection. So that's kind of cool. Casino, 3 per city. Car crusher, 2 per city. Market operator, 1 per city. Bank, 1 per city. Shop owner, 1 per city. Pretty cool. And there's the profit type. So in hospital, you got blood type. So that comes back to Archie's comment earlier. Selling bullets in the bullet factory, which is something that a lot of people are going to be after. Expected profits high in that one. And casino offering games, that'll be popular too. That'll be high. Obviously, Jacob is a master offering decentralized casino games. That's going to be pretty fun, and so on. So yeah, car crusher, etc. So not bad. Selling guns, shop owner, transfer fee, bank, market fee, market operator. Kind of cool. So looking good. So some pretty amazing things in game. Leaving a family, well, getting thrown out of the family, you might get thrown out. Paying the leave fee, you can pay the leave fee to get out. I didn't even know there was a leave fee to get out, but apparently there is. And death is your only option. No, it's not your only option. But there we go. Death is a way of getting out of a family. But at least that's just the way it goes. Family death. So family death. Family will automatically die if there is no user assigned to following roles. Ouchie. So the top tier there could be high profile. People might be after them. So we've got Don, the consular gear. There's number 2. Capodicina, number 3. And of course, you're going to need some successors there. When a Don dies, the successor automatically becomes the Don. If the successor dies without appointing a new successor, then the concierge will automatically be promoted to the Don. If the concierge dies and still no successor to find, then Capodicino becomes the Don. So you can see how it moves there. So, yeah, look at that bloodbath there in one of the families. Not too good. So that's kind of a cool stuff there. Now, there is user, your profile. So you can have all your details here on the user profile. So you can have all that. I might jump user status there. They've got all that sort of stuff. Your friends and honor points. So friends there, that's pretty cool. There's going to be shops. Shops going to have weapons, armor, transport, and bodyguards. Let's see what anyone's got any comments about some of these things while I'm going through them. We may have to do a like full-on show. I didn't want to get too detailed. Now let's see where we're going back up here. Let's go up to some of these comments. I don't want to get too far ahead. We got up to that comment. Let's see here. We've got Archie says the number one family will get 30% of the weekly payout, which should be about 10K the first week with BNB at $600. How about that, folks? Do you like that? So that's what the family is going to be after, folks. Imagine that, 10K a week and split amongst the family members there. So that would be pretty badass. Let's see what else we got. It's 500,000 Mafia for family registration, now about $750. So there we go. So that means our family's going to be able to stake even more now. So that's a half of what it was going to be. Archie says the dollars is the in-game currency Mafia is converted to. Yeah. Sorry, I picked that up on the second time around there, Archie. What else there? Let's see. BNB Mafia is going to be lit, says Brennan. Absolutely. We're going straight for the high assets, says Brennan. Absolutely. You know it. Kind of cool. And we've got Sandy Beach in the house there. Sandy's in the house. And I think Sandy was mentioning the third day left of the mini challenge, then a long summer break. Indeed. So get into that with Sandy Beach in the house. I think that's it. So let's move on. I think I missed some other comments. I think that's it. I know we've got Sandy Beach's link there is further up in the chat, so you guys can hit that. Oh, there we go. That is the fun fit challenge there from Sandy Beach. All right. So some cool stuff here. Honor points. Every account receives a certain amount of honors every weekly. Users can choose who to send those honor points. These points are valuable. So that is going to be pretty cool. I like that feature. What else have we got there? What did I get up to? Honor points. Yeah, the shop. Shop's going to have weapons. So, man, there's so much stuff here. The shop's going to have weapons. So there it is, a handgun Colt. It's going to be 10,000 in-game points. Smith & Wesson is going to be 25,000. A Remington model 870 is going to be 50,000. A Thompson 1928 is going to be 150,000. So I guess it's a Tommy gun, right? Thompson 1928. A Molotov cocktail 25,000 and a fragmentation grenade 50,000. And here's the attack value, right? 10 for the handgun. We've got 50 for the Thompson, the Tommy gun there, but it's 150,000 in-game money. Max quantity you can have is 1. Molotov cocktails you can have 3, and fragmentation grenade 3 as well. Pretty badass. We gotta love the gun shop. Mobster visit the gun shop. Indeed, we like that. Now you can get armor. I think armor is going to be important. Don't you guys? You guys think armor is going to be important? Anyway, so we've got leather gloves 25,000, bulletproof vest 100,000. A bulletproof suit, 250,000, and a bomb suit, 500,000 in-game tokens there. Defense value, look at that defense value in points up to 250 points there. So that's going to become more obvious what that is over time too. Transport, look at that, motorcycle, 75K. Now, cars are really important in the game. So you're going to want to get a car. Obviously, you need a gun. You need some armor, but you're going to want to get a car as well if you can. So yeah, reduce your travel cooldown times by having faster transport available. So staking Mafia is going to be really important. Because you want to earn all this in-game currency to get all these top gear, right? So that's going to be a real big incentive there to get supply off the market for Mafia as well. So armored car, 150K, and of course Humvee, 300,000 a Humvee. How about that? And of course attack 50 and defense 150. So you can see how valuable these cars are because they have an attack vector and they have a defense vector as well. So that combination is really tough. That's pretty cool. You can also get planes. Oh my gosh, get out of here. And if you're going to go to city, right? I guess if you're going to do a hit job in another city, I guess that's the way it works. Then you're going to need a plane to get there. I guess you could drive there, but your plane would be a bit faster. They got a Crusader there, Gyro A4, 200,000, 120 minutes. But there's a cooldown period, so got to take that into account. Sikorsky there, S39, 500,000. and a Douglas M3, 1.5 million, and that's 30 minutes. They could probably have a big play there. So kind of cool. Bodyguards. Now, we know that some of the hierarchy in the Mafia family is going to need bodyguards, but there we go. Bodyguards are extremely important for your account's offense and defensive value. Some people might specialize as bodyguards, I guess. We've got Johnny at 75,000, Jim there at 100,000. Oh, it looks like they're preloaded, aren't they? Frank is at $250,000 dollars in game, and of course defensive there 20. So some are offensive, some have got connections and economy there. So you can get, depends on what you're trying to achieve. That is pretty cool. All right, so lots of cool things there. Now the vault, of course, is the vault pays out 10% of total accumulated value weekly to qualified players. All tax transactions are swapped to BNB and deposited into the vault. Yeah, currently that's looking pretty amazing. Current vault holdings at 120. I'm not sure what that means. Probably just a placeholder. Iteration 7 days. Payout's going to be 10% of holdings. Payout value 82 BNB. I guess it's based on this estimate there. Total receivers 12. Payout happens weekly to top family members. 55% to the Don, 25% to the concierge. Capitino 20%, etc., and on it goes. So kind of cool. Accumulated tax. The tax man takes a cut of all buyers and sellers on the market. So I was wondering whether they're going to do something like this. I think I was just talking about this earlier with Wookie about something similar to this. I didn't quite use the word tax, but we were talking about something else. But all Mafia taxes accumulate directly on the token contract. Oh, so this is just the buying on the market, buying and selling. Mafia's members can instruct the tax man to convert all his Mafia to BNB, which is what you can see on the website here. Talking about this button here, that public call function. Pretty cool. All right, that makes sense. Payout specifications every 7 days at 0 UTC time. So that's the end of the day for Hex, isn't it? So that's kind of cool. You can follow a live estimate of BNB there. Look at that. Woohoo! Family 1 gets 30%, as Archie pointed out before. Family 5 gets 10%. I think these are pretty good percentages. So nice there. That's a pretty good allocation. And of course, payout percentage per family. So, 30%, and then it will go into these different splits here. And of course, that will flow into the family members, right? So there we go, if you're in the family. All right, what else we got there? In-game assets, casinos. Quick look at that. Information coming. So it's not out yet. Bullet factories, information coming. Hospital. We've got hospital there. Make sure you can select your blood type. If a user is born with a specific blood type, this can never change. Unit prices in the blood bank will update every 24 hours. You can see you've got A, B, and 0. And, of course, the available units and the unit price. So that's pretty interesting. Blood compatibility index. Yeah, you're going to get shot probably or hurt. I like this. This is a really good angle to the game. Very, very cool. Now, game economy, deposit and withdrawal. So there we go. Warning: all assets in game can be lost once deposited. So remember that. It's pretty important there. Deposit tokens. You can deposit Mafia tokens. You can deposit bullet tokens and health tokens there. Bullets and health are converted to Mafia upon deposit. So just take that into account. $1 equals 10,000 in-game tokens, for example. So they got 1 Mafia equals 3,842 in-game tokens, etc. 1 bullet equals 1.52 bullets in the game. 1 health equals 2.53 points there. Withdrawal available tokens of Mafia. Example, if you had 13.325 in-game currency, they give you 0.8 Mafia. Fee 10% to the vault. So that's also putting fees into the vault as well, not just market trading in protocol. Kind of cool. Very neat. All right. So central bank, there's a central bank. Central bank keeps track of all deposits, Mafia tokens, and all the available cash. And no, it's magic. Money is printed out of thin air, paid for by your attention and time. The central bank mints currency when users perform games action. So it looks like the monetary supply will depend on the activity in the game. So there we go. That's kind of cool. Now, there's much other stuff that I haven't covered in here. So I never covered all the stuff at the top here, which you guys can go check out. Or Mafia there, ranks, all that sort of stuff. So you can go check all that out. There is tons of stuff. Currency, wealth, crimes, all the crimes you can commit there. Rob a kindergarten, steal a car, you name it. You can do all the stuff. Smuggling, there's going to be smuggling in there. All the different commodities you can smuggle, and weapons and things like that. The garage, you can check that out as well. All cars that you successfully steal will arrive in your garage, so you definitely want to get some of those. The bank, that's going to be pretty sought after, the old bank. So there we go. Now you can deposit. I guess you can probably deposit in the bank. and you can get an interest rate. But what happens if the bank gets robbed? What happens if the bank gets robbed, I guess, is the question there. We've got travel. Obviously, travel is going to be important in the game, especially if you're going to go knock somebody off or this or that. Locations, lots in here, locations as well. Like I said, we're going to cover more of this in the future. There's jail as well. Killing, of course, is in here as well. Lots of killing stuff, so you want to get into that hit list, get into that as well. Distribution of reward, 9% of the bonus to the killer, 10% fee to the protocol. Seems pretty reasonable. Street market as well, kind of cool. So street market there, bullets and health, helpers. You can get all that stuff as well. Cooldowns going to be time before you can perform same action again. So remember that. So if you're doing some of these crimes, there will be a cooldown period before you can repeat that. So that's kind of neat. Safe house as well. Now, cooldown is actually particularly important. If you try to kill somebody and you fail, then you'll have 120 minute cooldown, and they might, if they live, they might take revenge on you, and maybe they win. So you got to take into account stuff like that. Safe house at the moment, that's kind of cool. That's going to be important if you're trying to hide, trying to run there. Safe house is a very expensive service offered by the protocol. So just remember that. It's probably going to be important sometimes. Detectives. The detectives out there, find out your target there. To kill a user, your detectives must know where the user is currently. So there we go. Stuff around there, and testimonials as well. So lots of stuff. There's plenty for people to learn up, folks. And yeah, they've got all these other stuff here as well. Ranks, currency. You can go through all of that. So that's kind of a big overview. Let's go see whether the game has actually launched the second phase, which is the registration. It may not be quite out yet, but we might come back to it. Yeah, it's not out yet, but we will come back to it. Let's go back to the chat there and see what other comments. We will come back to some of that. Was a pretty big overview. We're up to 1 hour and 6 on the live, so I'm just taking that into account. We're going to be covering this a lot more, so don't worry if we haven't covered something today. Let's see here. I did post that link to that Wikipedia. You do want to learn it pretty well, particularly if you're playing, so that you have a good idea of what's going on. What did I get to? Pulsepot in the house there. Family update going live within 30 minutes. So how long ago was that? 12:53. So that was 10 minutes ago. So we've got another 20 minutes to go. So we're going to keep going on our live show. We might as well. We're almost there. So let's do it. Big shout out to Pulsepot. We've got Jacob in the house, the founder and developer. So big shout out. Let's see. Any crossbows, says Wookie. No, I didn't see any on the list, but there will be Tommy guns. Hey, Brennan, I think a lot of people are going to be up to the old Tommy gun, but yeah, it's going to be popular. I also wanted to get some of those Molotov cocktails and maybe a few frags, something like that. This game is going to be so in-depth, says Brennan. Absolutely. Looks fun. Coordination will be key, yeah. And so being in a family is very helpful for that. So, yeah, you can try and join ours. Links in the video description. Need to join up to the Pulsechain chat first. And there are 2 groups going to be in Telegram and Discord. We got co-hosting that Mafia family called the Syndicate, and Archie is our godfather at the top. They're the Don, as we call him. All right, so we're going to come back to that. Let's go into the Pulsechain updates quickly. So we're just coming off, day 382. So let's get into the results there. We're going to race through this. Quadruple 0487 is the price Pulsechain at the moment. 49% of mean sacrifice price, just down slightly, 0.17%. We've got Pulsex at the moment, quadruple 0212. That is up 0.75% there. The buy and burn currently 875, almost 876 billion. 4.32% of all Pulsex is bought up and burned. Incentive token at the moment, $2.65, down almost 1%. Sitting very strong in the ratio though, 54,500. And the incentive tokens in existence just under 32.9 million. And of course, they've created from the PulseX V1 farms. That's where you get those incentive tokens. Hex at the moment is the best performer. So up almost 2% at 60, just under 6900th of a penny. EHEX is looking even better, 1700th of a penny. Combined price of EHEX and PX is at 8600th of a penny at the moment. So let's go look at the charts on the daily there. We see that the RSI is in the oversold territory, down at 29. Probably a pretty positive sign that we're probably bottoming out here. And yeah, just under 4900th of a penny there. Sorry, 4900, I should say, just below 5,000. And 5,000 was pretty critical. So we're still holding in that pretty important zone. Like I say, the bottom of that zone is 4,500. We definitely want to hold that, right? So far, we're up to the stronger side of that, looking pretty good. Now, on the weekly, we've got the RSI down pretty low as well. at 33. So fingers crossed we can kind of hold, see this zone back here in December. Kind of want to hold that zone. So there we go. Finding that bottom. RSI giving us a bit of a clue there, as well as the horizontal comparison there. Pulsex at the moment is at 2100, so holding above 2000, pretty critical. We already broke down from 2500, which was the mark we wanted. We're back down to the next level, which is where we had previously had resistance in October. And of course, the RSI is down at 36, so actually performing better than Pulsechain, relatively speaking, on the RSI. Let's go to the weekly. Quickly look at that. And the weekly there is, you know, we've kind of bottomed out at 2000. That 2000 is kind of very important. If we break that, then we're going down to maybe 1800, or maybe even further down to 1500. So at this stage, I'm still bullish that we're kind of going to hold this zone at the moment. We did have a big whale sellout yesterday. We seem to have absorbed that, and so kind of looking good. And the RSI is kind of on the weaker, the lower side, so maybe we've got some upturn from there. All right, incentive token though, man, a standout is an incentive token because the ratio is holding up very, very well. Look at this. We're looking very good in the ratio to Pulse. We're currently at 54,500, so looking really, really good. A bullish breakout would be at 61,000, and then to 71,000, and after 71,000, who knows where it could go. That is going to be fun to see. All right, so P-Hex here has been pretty weak on Hex on Pulsechain, and here we are at 6,900 for a penny. Definitely in the accumulation zone, and the RSI pretty chill down here at 38. Going to the weekly quickly. There's the weekly. Yeah, we've bounced off. Look how many times we've bounced off 6,300. That's kind of got to be the low there. Look, 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5. And we've bounced off that many times at 6,300. And we're currently just below 6,900 at the moment. So really accumulation zone. Hopefully we'll find the bottom here and go back on the ascendancy. RSI pretty chill as well, 38, 39. EHEX at the moment has kind of been the strong performer. It's just been moving sideways. If that's strength when the other stuff's going down. So that's kind of been the stronger performer. Obviously, it has managed to defend this line a bit here around 1,700th of a penny. RSI at 43, showing it's a bit stronger than the others anyway. And a lot of room up to that BankX wall there at 7/10 of a penny. So there we go. And a combined price of EHEX and PX on the old InvestX chart. Looking pretty good. That's the hourly. Let's go to the daily on here. We will come back to the BNB website, waiting for that update to be made, which is how far away? Maybe 15 minutes away. Yeah, 8,600 a penny. So very, very good accumulation zone. You can see it for itself, self-evident in the chart. So there we go. Wait for the upside. All right, let's quickly look at some of the other stuff here. The gas prices, 376,000 beats. So on the low side, 7/10 of a penny for Pulsex swap, 400th of a penny for a Pulse coin transfer, and 1/10 of a penny for a PSC twin transfer. We've got 7 Gwei on Ethereum at the moment, but we're still almost 1,500 times cheaper. Pretty awesome. Imagine that, paying 7/10 of a penny for a Pulsex swap, but paying almost $10 for a Uniswap bear swap. So how about that? That's pretty good. As Richard said in that video that I played at the beginning, you know, it's a good opportunity, right, to fill it up. And as it gets filled up, it will get more expensive. This is the way it goes. 48,748 validators at the moment, 1.56 trillion off the market. It's been like that for just over a week. So it's been pretty good. And finally, let's go to the bridge. How we're doing? Bridge slightly weakened yesterday. We were at 110.2, I think it was yesterday, million. We're at 109.7. So we're down about 500,000, just below 500,000 down today on that. And ETH is still holding #1 spot. The DAI is the one that's weakened out there, and swap spaces down there at the moment. So that is kind of the place. Still looking good though, because we, you know, what, a couple of weeks ago we're down at 107, 108. So we're still looking a bit better than that. So that's not bad. All right, that leads us into the current day, which is day 383. We're going to quickly go through all the other charts though. We've got derivatives of Hex. We've got a few little gainers here. DESI is the 10-year Maximus product for Hex is up 7.4%. Lucky, the 7-year is up 4.3%, and a Trio, the 3-year, up 4% there. That's pretty good. Let's go to the stable coins. Coast is pretty much back at peg. I mean, 98 cents. It's in the ballpark, and of course that's kind of cool. And Hex DC there above peg by 3%. Or 2 cents there, $1.02. So that's doing pretty well. PDI is down there at 3,800 of a penny. So that's still, waiting to find its bottom before it makes its attempt to go to 1 cent is my guess on that one. And looking at the influencer coins, let's have a look. V1 BN is up 30%. It's kind of the standouts there. Overall for Pulsechain, let's have a quick look at that before we go back to the BNB. Before we go back to Mafia, that is, let's see, the top performers at the moment, 18 million in volume. That's kind of on the low side. We had that this week. So obviously with the prices being depressed, people are not really too active in the market. So we're at 18 million. Normally we're kind of around 20, I think, or 10 to 20. Or normally we're over 20, I think we have been. So we're slightly weaker there. But the transactions are looking pretty good, 330,000 transactions. So that's on the positive side. The big one here is Don't Rug. That seems to be up 1240%. Probably some new project. Let's have a quick look at it and see how long that's been around. 4 days and 4 hours. So it's been around for a little while there on the daily. So look, that's the daily charts. Actually, it's looking pretty good. They have a website. No, but they have a Telegram. There we go. Maddie Allen. This is the new one that someone was warning about. But Maddie Allen's out there, up 344%. I don't know if that's his official one. Maybe it is. But anyway, that's up 344%. Looks like it's just launched, doesn't it? 1 hour and 9 minutes ago. So there we go. Someone's launched that. Who knows? Don't be careful out there. That's all I'm going to say. But there's got pretty nice liquidity and market cap. What's the supply of this token from Maddie? Now, obviously, we're not endorsing any of these. Obviously, 369 million, 461 holders there at the moment. So that's not a lot of holders. Is there a big holder? Big holder, 99.98%. Kind of similar to the way Access Alive launches his tokens, holding most of the volume there, allowing it to get this big market cap and stuff like that, which is 1.66 billion. So be careful out there. But anyway, that is out there. Staked Hex, that launched yesterday, was it? Liquid Staked Hex there, playing on the contracts that copied over. Not only did the tokens get copied over when Pulsechain forked Ethereum, but also the contracts, right? So this looks like one of those. I'm not sure if this is the original one. Probably is. But you can check out. They haven't done any due diligence on that yet. I'm aware that it launched Stake ETH, but that's ticking up to 107% at the moment off a smaller base, right? So let's have a quick look at that. What's the timeline here? Yeah, 10 months. So there we go. That is up and running. Now, obviously, we forked, 10th of May. So this is not that old. So I'm not quite sure the background on this one. So just be careful out there. But anyway, 700 for penny at the moment. Ticking away there. Let's go to the daily. Daily chart. Yeah, that's the daily chart there. So there we go. Now, I know they're trying to peg this all up, all these contracts. But once again, do your due diligence before getting involved. We got the Grays currency, PDGC, one of our best performers. A bit of it around the DAO token and taxes. That's up 20% at the moment. Orange Man Good up 20%. I think that was their standout performer yesterday as well. And then we got this Peter Parker bus up 16%. 9MM is up 15%. So good and well to them. One of our top dexes, our second best dex after Pulsex. UFO is up 11%. That's related to PDGC, as I remember. We've got launch token up there at 10.84%. Of course, that's our that big sacrifice that launches protocols. And so we're looking forward to that in due course as well. So those are kind of the leaders at the moment, over 10%. All right, that is that. Let's jump over to Mafia. Let's do a refresh and see whether we've got any action on here. We're waiting patiently, of course. No, nothing on there yet, but we will come back to that. In the meantime, let's get into the Hex Daily stats. Day 1640. Let's jump into that. So we've got day 1639 on Hex, and we've got yesterday's number out as well. So it looks like we had 7.45 on day 1638 and 5.158 there on the today's results. So that's kind of cool. Very good payouts on the Hex. Let's go to the T-shares. T-shares are down. T-shares are up. So we're sitting at 9,135 T-shares in the ownership pool. Let's go to the reward pool. Well, we got pretty awesome penalties yesterday, 5.4 million, but virtually nothing today. We got 65.4 million in the reward pool today. Liquid holders up 1, miners down 8, and we're sitting at 117,000 on the old Ethereum chain. Looking at Pulsechain, so we haven't got today's results out, but we did read out yesterday's results anyway yesterday. So yeah, today's results coming out there for day 3. I say it was day 370. Oh damn it, I've forgotten again. Let's go find it. Normally I've been doing pretty well, but the last couple of days I keep forgetting. Day 381. Yeah, day 381 is what we've got there, but we're waiting for day 382 to come out. So that's kind of play on that one. All right, that's it. Let's go back in and have another refresh, see if the vault is almost there. We're waiting patiently. Hopefully we'll tag it on the back end. All right, so we're waiting for that. We're going to jump over to our wild card today, and that is Jack Levin, known as the Vampire. He has launched Soul Zen, so that is on Solana, and of course this is another mining system from Jack, and of course targeting the Solana, which is the big casino in crypto, right? So we are live. So that is up and running, and you can see at the moment the Explorer is ticking away there. So that is the ticker for Soul Zen. So Soul Zen is live. You can mine Soul Zen, and yeah, I think if you follow Jack, you can actually find the miner there. And I think Sun Tzu, which is his right-hand man, has posted a big long video on that one. It's not too long actually, but you can follow that video. You either can hire a cloud server, which is what they think they do in the video, to do the mining. But basically, this mining is going to be very different from other mining because it's all going to be mined out in like 3 months. So yeah, it's different from Zen blocks. So it's slightly different there. So yeah, I think the total supply is going to be out in 3 months. Oh, it's starting to really rain here. I can hardly hear myself talk. So that is on Jack Levin. So you can check that out too. It's a bit of a wild card today. So another one there. Now, hopefully X1 chain is not too far away. I think they've got the chain technologies up and running. They're just waiting for the legal work to be done so that they can not have the SEC after them. That's kind of where they are with the X1 there. Now you can find out more details in our strategy club. We do multi-chain stuff in there, and I've kind of been teasing a few things here, but you can join up to that. Links in the video description, and that is $35 a month to join our multi-chain strategy club. All right, let's see what else we've got going. I just realized that I haven't even got the screen up, so I apologize for that. How did I do that? All right, so we're waiting for this. And I forgot the screen up. All that time I was talking and I forgot the screen. Go back to the screen. Do apologize for that. I talked about all this Pulsechain stuff, and you guys have no idea what I was talking about. So I do apologize for that one. I was doing so well up to that point, one would say. Let's get into it. And I didn't even look at the comments, which is probably why I didn't get to put that screen back up there. Let's see here. Space DI7 says, we do not see your screen. Yeah, sorry about that. No screen there from Brendan as well. I wasn't even looking at the comments, so I missed all that. Sorry. Have you guys used PulseLN? I have, Bob, and it worked very well. You just got to make sure you get a good rate, but PulseLN worked very well for me. Just saying, one for food, one phone, one Tommy gun, one cigar. Yeah, I think you're going to need all that. All right, so yeah, all those charts I did for Pulsechain, and a good thing I ran through it because there we go. Yeah, let me pull it up. I might just pull it up one more time just to go quickly brief through that. So let's go. Now, I think I missed all the Pulsechain charts, but we're going to go quickly to derivatives. Quickly, you can see that the ones that I said were doing pretty well there. Desi, Lucky, and Trio all up there, positive. I'm pretty sure I read out the percentages, so that was kind of cool. The stable coins, like I said, Hex, DC, and Coast there in the green, so that's not too bad. And I think I went through the influencer coins. Yeah, Ben there, but boy, Ben up 30%, kind of the leader there. And finally, just to wrap that up, this is even faster than I did before. Pulsechain there doing 18 million and 334,000 transactions overall. And you can see with some of those top performers there. Rug is up there, 1,274%. Matty Allen is at 400%. Stake Deep there up 100%. And PDCC there up 20%. Those are some of the leaders that I was talking about there. 90mm up 15%. All right, so that was an even shorter summary of what I just talked about with that shown on the screen. All right, and the Hex Daily Stats, I think you guys got it when I was talking about it, so that's kind of cool. Thanks, Superman. I hear thunder. Man, it's hailing. We got waves of the storm coming in, so it breaks out with the sun, and then it waves, and then the thunder comes, the hail comes, the lightning comes, and it's like that's kind of our third wave so far. I don't know if I think right. So they're really coming in thick and fast. Yeah, pretty crazy outside. And I was going to go for a walk or a run today. How about that? But that's a real problem. All right. So how many minutes we're up to? 17. So I think it must be very close to the launch of the families. We must be getting very close indeed. So we are going to stay on a bit longer. This is definitely a long live stream, but we're almost there. So let's try and stay open here at the moment. Now we're going to go back into the Mafia price. You can see the Mafia price here just below 1,700, and this yellow line is where I have the sacrifice price there. So we're back over that. This is the new contract, by the way. Remember that? The first one was a proxy contract. So we moved over to a general purpose one. And so there we go, 4,101. 4,111 is the contract number there. All right, let's go. You're still early. Still early. Obviously not financial advice, due diligence, but looking pretty good. Now, while we're waiting, we must well go through a couple of these things in a bit more detail that we didn't cover so much. So your rank's going to be really important, I think, in this game. The power of your rank count is greatly decided by the rank. So remember that. The rank is an indicator of how much time, effort, and capital you have invested in your account. So this is going to be a critical point, right? Because obviously you're going to reward for activity and success. How do I earn a rank points? Perform a crime, steal a car, make a successful smuggle, make a heist, organized crime, travel. So obviously those cars and planes and things like that are going to be important. Car races, you're going to be able to drive. Now cars, like I said, cars are going to be really important because you're going to be able to multi-purpose, and of course car races is going to be a big deal. Killing other users, obviously. That's not going to be cheap to do all the time, so don't get too crazy that you'll be able to go wipe out everybody in the game because there will be issues there. Now there are general ranks there. Nobody, crime is available. Errand boy, girl, shop is available there. Opens up thief. So these are going to open up as you go higher through the ranks. You're going to open up new accesses, new features in the game, which I think is fantastic. Pickpocket, smuggling is available. Thief, joining a family is available. Associate, car races is available. Soldier, heists are available. Mobster, organized crimes are available. A swindler, you can now hold business objects, and that's going to be pretty important. Man-made, a hitman, assassin, they've got nothing there at the moment. Local chief, family creation is available. Chief, nothing there. And of course, Capone, based on the highest rank achievable outside of a family, is Capo Bastone. So that's kind of the title that you're trying to head to if you want to play solo. Godfather there, rank available to dons of families. And of course, that is what Archie is in our family there. Family ranks. When you are in a family, you're able to achieve the following roles. Godfather Queen, you can do everything. Consigliere, all except decide top three. Capodicino, that's number 3. All except decide top 3 there. Capo can invite members. Capo regime member earn dollars. And family member earn promotion money there. So that's how it plays out. Interesting. I like that. So it's a little bit different to the way we imagined it, and I think this is probably a better way to do it, actually. So it's kind of neat. Currency, man. Currency that can use for all aspects of the Mafia protocol game. This currency only exists inside the on-chain contracts, so remember that. But it can be used to purchase at shop items, purchase bullets, earn bank interest, bribe out of jail, purchase street markets, purchase detectives, pay for safe houses. Going to be pretty important there. When does the currency get minted? Well, you can complete successful actions in the game. So your successful climbs, you'll get low impact on inflation. Bank interest payments, medium. Successful smuggles, high. And selling stolen cars, high. Heists, medium. Organized crimes, medium. Races, low. And mafia deposits, high. There'll be lots of mafia deposits, no doubt. When is a currency destroyed? Well, 50% bank amount, wallet death, low. 50% bank user transfer fee, medium. Bribing, etc. So there's lots of different things here. I won't go through all of them, but pretty big deal there. How much currency inflate? Inflation is based on activity of the contracts, so that's kind of cool. I like that. It's a link to the amount of activity. So pretty cool. Wealth. Now, obviously, many of you are going to be wealthy. Stray Dog, 25,000 in-game currency, all the way to richer than God, 30 million. So we'll be watching out for that too. Yeah, pretty cool on that one. Crimes, you can see a chance of success. So this is going to be pretty important. So if you rob a kindergarten, 50% chance of success. Example, gain 27 in-game currency there. Rob a hot dog stand, rob a drug dealer. So these go down. Rob a jeweler, 10%. But the gain is massive, 2,200 in-game. So take that into account. Steal a car. 70% at the gas station, 50% country road ambush. That's pretty hilarious. Parking, private parking lot, 7% at the same 5%. But look at the rewards, man, man. But you got a 5% is basically 1 in 20 chance, right? So yeah, 5,000 is the upside, massive. So yeah, chance of success, successful crime, 30% plus a random number generator. So that's basically some random number generator. We'll see what that's like. Profit variable. Failed crime, 30%, 3%. went to jail 33% there. So yeah, you got a 1 in 3 chance there from the looks of it. So plus a random number generator. So for a successful crime, take that into account. All right. So yeah, there he goes. Smuggling going to be a big deal. I think smuggling is going to be pretty popular. So yeah, there's smuggling. You can smuggle all these different things: wine, cognac, whiskey, beer, port, rum. So yeah, that's going to be pretty price. Morphine and what have they got there? Price as well. So it's got a bit of price to that as well. Every city city offers booze and narcotics for sale or purchase. You can buy low and sell high, so you can trade them as well. How about that? It's pretty neat. You can also purchase per rank. So the higher the rank you are, the more you can purchase. So that's kind of cool. Makes you, incentivizes you to go higher, particularly if you want to trade more as well. So it's kind of cool. Godfather apparently can get 60. So pretty cool. Garage. Cars going to be important. All cars that you successfully steal will arrive in your garage. So it looks like you start off that. Over 100 old school Mafia themed unique cars to steal from. How about that? That's pretty cool. So there's up to 1,200 avatars, but 100 there on the old school. So that's pretty cool. What do we got here? Archie says they are deployed another hour. Super. Still working on deployment. Okay. Well, we might have to kick out of that. We probably won't be covering the launch live, but we will cover it tomorrow and tomorrow's live stream. How about that? So lots of cool. Look at all these cool cars you're going to be able to get. So nice. Cars are going to be really important in the game. What is a car? How's it damaged? With value $500 to 500,000 in currency. Damage property up to 100%. All unique cards have different rarity and price evaluation, so you'll probably be able to trade those too. Look at that. Sell for currency, sell on the street, using heist, using organized crime, using races, ship to different locations, crush to bullets. So those are going to be pretty cool. So if you steal a car, you'll probably get some reward for that. And then if you crush it for bullets, you're going to earn more for that as well. So you can sort of see how you can add a lot of value to yourself playing that. There's obviously bank as well. So bank's kind of cool. You've got interest rates. I think we covered that already, didn't we? Travel, of course. You can travel to all these different destinations. North America, South America, Italy. I like that. Those are kind of where all the mafias are, right? So yeah, you can do that. And of course, you transport types: train, car, motorcycle, aircraft, and jet. And all obviously they get faster as you go. Locations, locations are important in the Mafia protocol. Certain actions are only available based on your location, so you have to be in the right location to do certain things. Killing, location of killer and target needs to be identical. So remember that. Access to bank, family bank, location of family and user needs to be identical. So there will be geographical locations from looks up and things like that. So yeah, car races, etc. So lots of cool things happening there. Jail as well, obviously jail there. Basic crime, if you don't want to get caught, you're going to be stuck in the game and stuck there for a while. I don't know, is the jail as good as a safe house? I don't know. It'll be interesting. Killing, you'll be able to kill, obviously. The most important feature of the protocol is killing. A wallet has one life in the Mafia protocol. If you are killed, you will never play that game again. So remember that you're going to need multiple profiles, which means you should probably open up a couple now while it's still cheap. And the exact algorithm used to decide whether the kill attempt is successful or not is kept a secret, so you will not know how that works. Some of the data points to kill contracts: user rank, user wealth, kill set, family status, the bodyguard setup, user weapons, user combination, user bullets. So obviously, the stronger you are in all those elements, the better chance of winning you will have. Killing requirements and safe houses. So you got to read all the stuff here if you're going to go into killing. So remember that. Hit list. Do you have a grudge against somebody? So they've got a hit list there as well. And yeah, different rewards in that one as well. So you guys can read through all this. Street market, it's going to have cool stuff. Bullets and wealth. That looks pretty badass image actually. Helpers. Helpers are small automated robots that perform actions for you. Kind of cool. So you'll be able to set up organized stuff while you're sleeping. Obviously, you don't want to get easily killed there. So you're going to want to learn how to use this as well on the old bots. Cooldowns as well. Obviously, after you do a crime, they've got a cooldown period. Safe houses, of course, we talked about that. Cost per hour, 1 million. So you're going to be pretty rich to use safe house. And detectives there as well. Pretty important role. All right. I think we covered all these things, didn't we? Anyway, so this is not live yet. I think it's going to be another hour. So obviously deploying this, a lot of contracts to deploy. So just a certain way of doing that. So it's not up yet, but we'll try and cover that tomorrow. So we did our best. We're up to an hour and 34 minutes. So we're probably going to wrap up there. We will have the details in the Discord and just keep refreshing the BNB Mafia site there. Get into Telegram for BNB Mafia and you'll be able to get the latest and greatest. But we, like I say, we'll cover that again tomorrow. We will cover it in Discord, says Wookie. Absolutely. Brendan says, can I race my Tirana? I don't know. You're going to have to talk to Jacob about getting a Tirana in that game. Because I don't know. It's going to have to be a classic looking Tirana or whatever that's going to look like. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed it today. We covered quite a lot. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see the game go live as we're on live stream. I mean by the family upgrade, it's a certain component of the game. The game's not going to go live until we reach, 500 BNB. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I do apologize for that little error there around the Pulsechain upgrade, Pulsechain markets, because I forgot to look at the screen. I'm going to forward it, flip back. All right, awesome stream as always, Superman. I appreciate that, Agent. Appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, things are looking pretty good. I think crypto's looking generally pretty good, and of course, Dog Token looking really bullish for the meme breakout. Mafia, of course, is early days, so you got an early chance to get in on that. And of course, you also have a potential chance to get into our crime family, the Syndicate. And of course, Archie is our godfather. As you can see, the game is a pretty big game. It's going to be a lot of fun to play, and potentially lots of big rewards. So looking forward to that. All right. Hope you guys enjoy it. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace out, says Agent Hex. Absolutely. What else? Take care, everybody, says Bob. You too. All right. Let's wrap up here with our favorite song together. I know we're going to go to Richard first. And then we'll go to our favorite song, Magic Up Ride first, because we love the Magic Up Ride. All right, take care. Catch you guys. I'll see you in Discord. Bye for now.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.